Hello, welcome back to a fine video for Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. Today we're going to be going for Haunter and Gengar, like I mentioned in the previous video that I uploaded. To find these two Pokemon, you need to start in Eterna City and you need to head west into Eterna Forest and then into the Old Chateau. But before this, there are a few prerequisites needed for these two Pokemon. What you need is to have completed the game up to the point where you have obtained the National Dex, which allows you to insert the game into the bottom slot, and the DS recognizes it and allows you to encounter those special Pokemon. If you cannot do this, you cannot find Gengar or Haunter. So what you gotta do now is make sure you have beaten the game, have your National Dex, make sure you insert any game. So it can be Fire Red, Leaf Green, Emerald, Ruby, or Sapphire, any of those 5 games. Insert it into the bottom slot. Make sure the DS recognizes it, which in the menu it should recognize it. If it works, if everything is working properly. And what you also need is a Pokemon that knows Cut. If you have all this, that's all you need to do. So we're going to head over to Eterna City as I talk about the encounter rates for these Pokemon. So for Haunter, you can hunt it in any Yes, you can hunt it in any room in the Old Chateau, given you have the bottom slot inserted. It comes at an 8% encounter rate, so it's a decent odds of finding it. But let's say for Gengar, there's a specific room you can only hunt it in. And that room I'll show you right here. What happens is Gengar gets a 4% and Haunter gets a 4% encounter rate in that room, with Ghastly being the remaining 92%. So we're going to go in there and we're just going to find it real quick. So I'm going to be quiet because I might get into some encounters on our way to the right room. Okay, and this is the room we got to be in. Now, you want to know, the reason this is the right room is because it's the one with the eyes. As you can see, that little painting in the little bit off left side of the middle, it changes its eyes, kind of flicker when you move towards it. So this is the room we want to be in, and with 8% counter rate for both Pokemon combined, let's go. And there we go, we have found Haunter. That did not take much time at all. We're just going to throw an Ultra Ball because it is a Ghost type and we cannot capture it with False Swipe, or we cannot damage it with False Swipe, I should say. And unfortunately, we did not capture it, so we will now cut to when we do. And there we go, we have captured it. Did not take any time at all. Very easy. Oh, and I keep naming them by accident. Alright, so that's Haunter. We're just going to get Gengar really quick now. And we found Gengar, like I said you could find in this game. Only took me 3 other Haunters, including the one I caught, so that's not too bad. That's only 2 times over what would have been the same encounter roll percentage, which is nice. Anyway, Gengar can be caught here. It's a very, very good Pokemon, honestly. It can learn some very good moves. It can learn Mean Look, can become very handy if you want to hunt some of the roaming Pokemon in this game. It just has a difficult capture rate, so we're going to cut to when I actually capture it. And, of course, when I say it's difficult to catch, and when I say I'm going to cut, we find it. Or, I should say, we caught it. Anyway, that is how you find Gengar and Haunter in this game. A very unique Pokemon. It's cool to actually be able to find a Gengar in the wild. That's nice. Anyway, thank you for watching. Make sure you stay tuned for whatever I post next to you.